important you have to teach your son about all this stuff? Or, you know what I mean? Like, switch the perspective. Like, would you find important to, you know, push or teach your son in that same situation?
Okay, so the parents have a role, and as a child grows also, he starts discovering many things. Now, this doesn't mean that, you know, parents will be talking to you until you die. That is the point. But at this tender age, you need someone to guide you. And you don't find a better person to guide you like parents who are guided. I don't say clean, but at least who have identified their path. As Muslims, we say good Muslim parents who loves Allah, who believes in Allah, who follow the guidance of Allah, which is Quran and, you know, guidance of the Prophet. If you find such parents who knows what are your rights, as we said, what are their responsibility toward you, towards you, what are your roles, yani what are their roles, how should they make you to be a man who is going to survive, you know, socially outside there. So parents have that responsibility to deliver you so that you can make right choices and you don't make wrong choices. Now, this doesn't mean that they will always be on your neck, because comes a time when you start going to school, right? Parents at home. Comes a time when you're spending more hours away from parents, like now. Comes a time when you get married, you know, if you're a sister or a brother. Comes a time when you travel and you don't live with them. Allah in Islam, Allah has made them responsible to establish, to help you emphasize on the good foundation on which you can grow. Now, if you make, then you have to make your choices. According to Islam, if you're a baligh, if you have reached puberty, then you are responsible. Because from that age, you can now make right or wrong choices. And your parents are not going to be responsible on that. They can still remind you. So they are not going to tell you crazy things that are going to impose hardship on you. No. They're just going to guide you with the guidance or by the guidance of Allah and His Messenger. And then they want that when you grow and you look back, you say that I received a good foundation. That's it. So whenever they see you messing up, or, you know, they still have responsibility of reminding you, or maybe teaching you what you didn't know, not necessarily from themselves. But remember, they lived before you. They have seen many things before you. You are coming in this world and they are with you. They raised you from here to, you know, having big head like me. So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is out of mercy of Allah. Mercy of Allah, mercy of God the Almighty, that He has granted you, He has brought you between two people, that you can get that support until you stand on your feet to make the right decisions. And Allah knows best.
Let's take one more question.
These people are so quiet. They love their phones. They love their phones like this. Yeah.
So the other day I go to Masjid Shuhada, and Sheikh Muhammad, I went a little late, but he had a topic about the right of a brother over a brother, or the right over a sister, and he was saying that if you see your brother sin or your sister sin, it is better for you to walk away and shut up rather than exposing your sin. Can you elaborate more on that?
So there are differences between exposing and correcting and advising. What he referred to is, we gossip in our communities, and we demonize somebody by a mistake of, you know, maybe a sin that we have witnessed him or her committing. And that is not Islam. Anybody, Muslim, non-Muslim, you have a responsibility of coming closer to this person and help to save him from that evil. If you see somebody committing a crime or a sin, and then you walk away, you don't say anything, but you start gossiping and spreading rumors out, how did you help save the situation? Don't you think that it would be better to be wise and polite, even though he's committing a crime, and you come and advise this person, and you find different ways, okay, of approaching him to stop and desist? This is the concept of al-Islam, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلْتَكُنْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Let there be a band, a group of people, even individuals in the community, who invites people to Allah. They encourage what is good. People don't talk about people's goodness as they talk about their evilness. People are waiting for you to commit one crime or to do one mistake. Oh, they take it to BBC, CNN, NBC, American Voice, Voice of America, this and this. Oh, that person. But people will never talk about your goodness and kindness and generosity, as they talk about somebody's weakness. So in Islam, you encourage what is good, but also if you see a brother, someone who loves you, sister, a brother who loves you, my brothers, he will not just cheer you and cheat you even when you are wrong. If he's a man, we say he will be a man enough. If he's a girl, he will be a big girl who will say, my friend, come here. I love you. You are sweet. You are this and this, but here you are going wrong. You are not pleasing Allah. He may be mad and crazy, leave me alone. But one day he's going to remember you and he's going to look for you. You are not rude to him. You call him for something like this, something cold, right? Smoothie. Tell him, can I buy you lunch or something? You had a time and then you tell me, I really wanted to talk to you. I know you may be mad at me and all this, but I love you. And I don't want to lose you. Don't you think that this path is not good? So normally people are very rude. Leave me alone. This is my life. This and this. But when he sits down, you have to know that there is that here running your mouth. But when you sit alone, normally people think when they are alone more than when they are in a, when they're in a group like this. And this is when he's going to realize that my brother loves me. He came and corrected me. And he told me that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah, God doesn't love that. Many people are corrected like that. So gossiping is not the solution. Sheikh was very right that, instead of gossiping, then you rather keep quiet because you are overspreading what? You are enlarging the size of what you have seen. Saying it, talking about it on the side is not a solution. You should have found ways of approaching it and solving it. And not, spending your time and gossiping and, with no solution. Allah.
Again, what about this? Let's end it here, I think.
So I want to summarize my talk. One, husbands have rights over their wives. One, right of the deen, that they should guide their wives to Allah. Establish tawheed and the ibadah in the house as a husband. Number two, we know that wives, when we talk about obedience in Western context, it's very ugly. It's like, so are you going to make me a slave? No. The word obedience is in Quran. Allah repeats it many times. وَمَنْ يُطِعِ اللَّهَ وَالرَّسُولِ. Whoever obeys Allah, it's a very innocent, good word. Whoever obeys Allah and His Messenger. Why we don't have a problem there until when we say a wife has to obey the husband? Nobody told you that you should obey your husband when he is disobeying Allah, or when he's commanding you to do, what? No. You obey him fi ta'atillah, in matters of obedience to Allah. The right of a husband upon you is that you should not deprive him of his of intimacy. The right of a husband upon wife is that you should not allow someone that he doesn't want in your house. You know that? No, but this is our house. We are both paying, right? Paying and you are paying. You bring your friends, I'm bringing my friends, and no. The right of a husband upon you is that you keep his secrets. Men have a lot of weaknesses. You think, you see this one like this, they're good people, these are handsome, these professors here. But their socks, some of their socks, not here, inshallah, all these people's socks are good. Some men are putting socks maybe 4 or 5 times. You need to be patient when you want to get married, because the husband is going to come with the socks with a big Colorado map like this, down a hole, and it's stinky. And he comes, he's tired, he goes on your bed like this, it's stinky. You open the AC and what, it doesn't help. A'udhu billah, I'm not going to sleep. At night you are making noise. This man is coming from work, he's tired. It happens with some people, not these good people here. Yeah, all this flashiness is gonna go. You're gonna close yourself in a room, right? Remember, you're gonna share everything. If he has some, how to call it, allergy, share, yeah, in front of you. He wasn't doing that. When he wanted to meet you before marriage, he was taking those, how do you call it? Yeah, 24. He doesn't even sneeze. Now he's gonna, when you're eating. Keep a man's secret, right? And lastly, also keep his wealth. Keep his wealth and take good care of his children. Also love his family, love his relatives. On the other hand, we have also rights. Women have rights over you, brothers. You know that they have rights over you. But Allah calls them, Rasulullah called them amana. They are trust. Like they left their homes and their mothers and friends and came to you. Automatically, you are that brother, you are now that father, you are that cousin. You have to know that. So Allah says, وَعَشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. Take good care. Take care of them with all kindness and generosity, number one. Number two, you have to feed them. Mahar, dawah. In some cultures in the world, you know who pays the dawah? Women. I didn't want to mention the country, but yeah. In some cultures, women are paying the mahar. In Islam, you pay the mahar. Sisters, can I give you a secret? Your family should not say the mahar. It's you who should say, I want this. If you need $20, if you need whatever you want, just be considerate. Mahar. It's her right upon you. She has to say, and then it's negotiable. If you say what you can't afford, then I can't afford this, this is what I can afford. Some men just accept, yes, 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 and then they die without settling the mahar. Or they say, yes, I accepted, I agreed, because I've been feeding you. We need to count all the food, all the money that Walmart, Target, I have all the receipts. Then you calculate minus your money. Okay? No. Another point, of course, you have to fulfill her. I'm talking about physical rights, intimacy, right? You have to make sure that you feed your wife, you provide the roof and clothes, and you protect her, and you guide her toward Islam, and you guide her to Allah. Love her family as well. So these are just some rights summarized. But you have to know that it is upon a man. When you say, I want to get married, what it means that, is she working or not? A brother came to me and said, Imam, can you find me a wife? I said, yes. I spoke to my sister. And then the sister said, okay, can he take care of me? Is he a good Muslim? I said, yes, I think so. When I came back to a brother, that sister is ready, but she's asking a question. In fact, one sister asked, is he a man? A man. And then I said, what does she mean? I said, exactly. She has the right to say if you're a man. And a man means a lot. A man means a lot. Is she a real woman? Now you have to ask that. Because in America, you may marry something else. You may marry Musa, Khadi, Musa, Muha, Ami, Amu, Musa, Amina. You know, you may marry. You don't know. Big wedding, you go home, you say, Imam Shafi, Balak now. I have Musa here instead of Fatima that I married. Right? Watch out, right? So a brother said, Imam, I can marry her, but she has to tell me what is she going to contribute, how much is she going to contribute. This is not Islamic. I'm telling men again, by the time you want to get married, you have to be ready at least to take care of your wife, because these are some of her rights upon you. And then if you lose your job, or if economy is not good, if your wife is working, wallahi, automatically she will help you. A wife doesn't need to work in Islam. She's working to help, and she loves you and she loves the family. But if she says that, look, take care of me, what are you going to do? Some women are going through a lot. She's pregnant, she's sick, she still has to work because the husband is pressurizing her to work. That is not Islamic. So I want to advise young people, brothers, you are not all young, and sisters, read about those rights. Know about these rights, responsibilities, roles, and duties before you get into marriage, and discuss those when you are negotiating with a brother and sister. And if you establish that, I think it will be a good beginning. People do not discuss that in the beginning. There's a lot of lies. There's a lot of lies in marriages. That is why most of marriages don't succeed now. A brother knows that he's weak. He goes out every weekend, Friday, just after Juma. He's in the world. He's like this. The whole, he's this yo-yo man, He doesn't stay at home with his wife. And he's not ready to change his life that now I'm married, let me stay at home. No. You understand that? There's a lot of lies. People are saying, I have this job, I'm making this much money, my life is going to be like this. Sisters, too much lies, especially this, how do you call it? Internet, how do you call it? Matrimonial. Don't go to those things. Somebody uses, she sits like this on the laptop, and she uses, how do you call them? It's allowed to you. How do you call the, no, how do you call them? The ketchup. You know the ketchup?
Lipstick.
The ketchup, eh? Yeah, I'm joking. A sister is changing her face talking to you for 2 years. 2 years, right? Wallahi, when you meet with her at the airport, you say, is this you or your grandmother? Several brothers are lying a lot. I am this and I'm this. There's a lot of lies of all types in the beginning of marriage. Please be yourself. Don't lie. Speak the truth. Be organic. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decree that a sister is going to love you, and if Allah decree that, a brother is going to love you, he or she should love you the way you are. But a lot of lies by parents, by relatives, by families, So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to be truthful and learn about marriage and learn about, rights, responsibilities, again, duties and roles. And inshallah, remember, marriage is not just coming together between two people, it's ibadah. And Allah is bringing you not to establish a house, to establish an Islamic home. وَالَّذِينَ يَقُولُونَ رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا قُرَّةَ أَعْيُنٍ وَجَعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ إِمَامًا. What do you want to achieve? To be the leaders of the pious, you and your husband and your children, right? So it's such a big journey to paradise. It's not a joke. Wallahu a'lam.
Barakallahu feek, Sheikh. If you guys
Sisters, I was joking.
enjoyed if you enjoyed the Sheikh's talk and you want to ask him more questions, we're out of time right now. We have this room for maybe 5 more minutes, so I have to clean up quickly and they're going to kick us out. But if you want to still ask the Sheikh questions, the masjid is IOCC, Islamic Outreach Center of Colorado. It's on Parker Road. It's very close, maybe like 15 minutes. Parker and Florida, right?
2 minutes away from Masjid Abu Bakr.
There you go, Mr. Bakr. Very close to Mr. Bakr. So IOCC, go ahead, you can send them an email, go to the website, and the questions will go to the Sheikh. If you have questions for us, do MSA. If you like today's event, please do not leave this room without following us on Instagram. You have Denver MSA. If you guys follow this page, say, and you support the page, you like the post, and you share the post, and then a Muslim or even a non-Muslim comes to one of our events, and they learn one thing, imagine you get good deeds from it. So now you really have to follow. If you don't follow, you guys are at a loss. And we also have a WhatsApp group. If you really want to stay in touch with events and you want to be more part of the DU MSA. But otherwise, Jazakumullahu khair. Please help us clean up. And Jazakumullahu khair to the Shaykh. Please keep him in your dua.
We are going for da'wah outside nowadays. Whoever follows me on Facebook, see, I'm on Colfax and Havana. And we are also in downtown. What we need, encourage your parents. I know students are a little bit, but we want people to sponsor Quran. Last week we distributed 100 copies of Quran or more. Between, and the brother took Shahada right on Colfax and Havana. You know Havana, Colfax there. Nobody wanna go there. It's a good place now. It's a good place for life. And so do two things for me. Sponsor a box of Quran is 130. 130. Talk to parents if you wanna do what we have, give the best sadaqah. Sponsor. We are buying our Quran with Al Furqan. If you cannot have access to them, zealous, whatever you can to buy Al Quran. 50 in one box, 130 is not much. Tell parents if you don't have it. Another thing, if there is any non-Muslim who wanna know about Islam, contact me. I'm available at the masjid. Girls, bring them. We can talk to them about Islam. This is the best you can do here. You are leaving this place soon. You're gonna be alumni, right? So why can't you do it now? Just somebody who wanna know who you are, right? They're seeing you dressing like this and they cannot talk to you and out of respect. Any friend that you have or any brother, bring them to the center. I'm available at night. I will leave my home and come to the center and talk to them. Fajazakumullah khairan for this great opportunity, and I'm looking forward to seeing you more, inshallah. Next time, what was this? It was good, but you have to change the flavor. جزاكم الله خير. كان هناك دعاء الحمد لله رب العالمين. والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. ربنا آتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد. Ya Allah, I'm asking you to increase my brothers and sisters, increase them in knowledge, Ya Allah. Make the subjects taught and learned here to be easy for them, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, make all of them to succeed, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, make them to be Muslim doctors, Muslim engineers, and Muslim professionals, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, increase them in Iman and Taqwa and Islam, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, make them to be the leaders, Ya Allah, of the pious, Ya Allah. Make them to be good leaders and good professionals in the society, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, protect them from shayateen. Those who are not married, Ya Allah, help them to get good husbands, Ya Allah. And those who are not married on brother's side, help them to get good wives who will fix them, Ya Allah. برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله. Make good dua for you.